I love your nail polish. Was that for St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
That is great.
By the time I switch it to Easter, it's gonna be close to over too.
Is it going to be yellow, pink, or?
I'm not sure.
Uh-oh,
What
watch
is
out.
it? Okay, okay. Uh-huh.
Everybody goes,
Mm-hmm. Without looking it up, I don't.
No, I know what it feels like.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes what I say the cards mean is completely different from what I've written down, because it's more how I feel about them. And welcome, welcome. It's so good to have you here. And, you know, and you've been doing so well in the class. You all have. This has been a great class. And as you know, that's you. And I have one person who always wants to be the Queen of Hearts. And and you know, and I go, that's not that, and I don't care. You know. So I'll, you know, she wants to be the Queen of Hearts. And I have one guy that refused to be a king. He wanted to be a queen. And I said, okay, that's fine. Gave me a whole different look at him. So, now, as I go through here, and as you know, Ma's talking to me, and having a spirit guide works so well because he's always telling me various things of things that he would like to have me do or things that should be done. And he's so good at, if I complain about something, he just says, well, that's interesting. And that ability of his to not take things seriously, I guess because he died in 1822, so he's been gone for a long time, and he can't see why everybody's getting so upset by politics and all that. You know, he says, do you realize as long as you are on the planet is very short compared to the time you're in spirit, so why worry about the time you're spent here? He doesn't quite get it, that we worry about it.
Yeah,
Okay?
we're living it.
Yeah, and one of the first things I want to talk about has to do with your health. And what my guide says, you're going to be getting some more exercise. And I don't know what this exercise is, but all of a sudden it's coming up because you're feeling kind of stagnant. And Ma says, hallelujah, let's get this going. And this is from the, you know, this is something that you've been feeling for a while. And Ma says, you kept saying, well, when I retire, I'm going to get more exercise. And so Ma says, okay, let's get some more exercise. I know you're working, but let's get some more exercise, especially as the weather gets better. Because there's something going on with your hip that we want you to be able to take care of, and we see exercise is going to do it. And so Ma says that's one of those things to really go for. Your youngest daughter, you and she are going to fight your relationship for a long time. And the reason being, but the reason being is that she was your mother before in a previous incarnation, and she's trying to tell you what to do, and you're not doing it. Irritates the heck out of both of you, you know? You tell her what to do, and her attitude is, why should I do that? You know, I'm the boss here, and you're, boy, that's difficult to handle. And Ma says, just know that she has that feeling that she should be in charge. And since you gave birth to, you adopted her, didn't you? You didn't give birth to her, you adopted her. Since you adopted her, you have the feeling you should be in charge. So you're going to have this friction. And what Ma says, it's interesting, what Ma says is this is a time for you to look at her and realize that she is an adult. But you still treat her like a child. And see if that
acts like one.
Mm-hmm. But every time you treat her like a child, she acts like a child. So if you start treating her as an adult, and let's see what happens there. Ma says it's going to change the whole reaction to what's going on. Your husband's got a great sense of humor, and he's not using it as much as he could. Why is he not laughing more? Do you have any idea? Oh yeah, because he's just kind of stoic, and he you know, when you first met him, that's one of the things you enjoyed about him, is he wasn't serious and he had all of this good energy. For those of you who took the class, you can see what I've got here. This is from Fun Jack, and so she has a husband who, when she met him, it was that, and then he became an old guy. I don't know how that happens, but sometimes it does. So we want you to, for him, start having more fun. Do things with her and bring out that fun again. And we say you, if he was here, we'd say hey, he needs to. Okay, but let's see what goes on with that. You're a very loving, very caring, very, very great lady, but you're also very intuitive. And Ma says this is one of those things that you doubt your own being. And so please start writing things down and checking them out. Meaning, you can get a book and you can write down things that you think are going to happen, and then check them out. And any of those that don't happen, rip out the page. If they do happen, put a smiley face and keep all of the good things that happen. Because what you're dwelling on things that don't make a big difference, but you feel it's saying that you can't do things. We want you to put in all the things you can do because you are so great at that. I know you're doing a lot of charity work because that's who you are, and keep it up because it fills you. You're a cup that needs to be filled by activity and energy. And so some people, that cup needs to be filled by alcohol, or that cup needs to be filled by money, or that cup needs, but for you, it's the good that you can do and that you can help people, and it really works very good. Your right eye needs to be looked at. When's the last time you went to the eye doctor?
Last July.
And what did the doctor say?
There wasn't much change at the time.
Okay, well, something's going on. And so if you have
Over the
any,
last month or so, it's like every once in a while my eyes just get really blurry.
right,
She did say I had dry eye, and I don't use drops very often, but when I do, it doesn't seem to make a huge difference. So I don't know if that's what's causing it or not.
could be, but there's something there where things are a little bit fuzzy. And so Mom says, just go, find out what the heck's going on. And because your eyes aren't bad. Okay, you're one of those that can find your glasses after you take them off.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so look into that and to see
Okay.
what's going on. Okay. Now the place that you're living right now is on Native Americans' land. Okay, so you're going to have some weird stuff happen. Don't know what that is.
I don't feel it as much as my husband, my daughter, and my son. Whenever they're in the house alone, they hear things from upstairs.
Yeah,
But you have said before that they're not.
they're not negative.
Yeah.
No.
So maybe that's why I don't even notice them because I don't feel anything
Well,
negative
because you
in the
feel
house.
spirit,
Yeah.
and they don't. So when they feel something spiritually, it makes them wonder what's going on. And so that's what it is, yeah. And if you want to get rid of them, get some American tobacco, and just go around the house and very gently just leave a little trail of tobacco and bless it and say, thank you so very much, we bless you, we know you're on our land, but you tend to scare my daughter. Okay. Now, has your son talked about some more schooling?
Not
There's something
recently.
coming up that, and it could be training or coaching or something like that. Something coming up that he's going to start moving forward more as far as what he's doing career-wise.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
That's about it.
Thank you very much. It was great having you here. Thank you. You're welcome.